taught to do from day one. Being disciplined with your eyes, make sure you're reading your right keys, and for the most part, that'll take you where you need to be. Obviously with teams that like to run the quarterback, we want to try to outnumber and get the extra hats, and that involves the safeties a lot of the times. So, just got to make sure that we're locked in, see what we're getting formation-wise, and the biggest factor is this first game is being able to adjust on the run. Seeing what they're going to do. It's always the thought of the unknown. What are they preparing to do? So we have to adjust, and I think that's the biggest part of an opener is being able to do that, not just in the back end, but the entire defense. But make sure we're getting those guys locked in, the safeties, reading run pass, and when we need to be aggressive, when we need to fit the run, especially with the quarterback runs.
You guys obviously did really well against Missouri in that regard last year when you had to defend 100 snaps. Did they do anything the first couple series that made you guys? It's impossible to actually go back 13 games in your head, but
yeah, their tempo. They were pretty up. They were pretty quick. Obviously, we had to play 100+ snaps. Their tempo was good. They did some things with their splits. Allen Baylor, widening out a little bit, so it made us play more in space. But I think our guys, they were ready to compete. And they played well in space, and it's just always that build up to that first game. So I would expect them to say, maybe the first couple plays, the nerves and everything, but that'll go away after the first series. And I think we'll be able to adapt and see what Virginia Tech, how they're going to attack us, and we'll go from there.
And lastly, Louis Giovanni backing up Hoyt, he's worked at Spurs as well. See a guy that can play either?
Yeah, you know what, he's kind of that wild card right now. He can play all three spots. He can play third down package for us. So, he's a guy that we're going to be counting on here early on. Expect him whenever he's in there, whatever position he's playing, to excel and do what he's coached to do and do it well.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
Yep,
thank you.
Facing a veteran center but a young quarterback, how much of what you do on the back end in terms of confusion is designed to, kind of put the quarterback out of a comfort level, and do you do anything to kind of mess with the center in terms of walk-ups and pressuring, the interior part of the line?
Yeah, we're always telling our guys to be able to move around this guys. I think that's the biggest advantage that a defense has versus an offense is the only guys that can move on offense are, receivers, tight ends, and tailbacks when they motion. Defensively, we could have all 11 guys moving before the snap at the same time if we wanted to. So we always, whether it's just little things that showing, like you said, showing pressure, walking up, dropping out, rotating coverages, doing things like that. I think it's always beneficial for the defense, especially going against a younger quarterback. Try to confuse him and, try to screw up protections on the offensive line as well.
A lot of coaches have said it takes about a quarter, especially in the opener, to kind of figure out what an opponent is going to do in their game plan. Is that your timetable generally?
Yeah, you got to see, because they're gonna have some new wrinkles, obviously, with different personnel and stuff. So it's going into that first game. It's the unknown, So you got to think the biggest part of that opener is being able to make adjustments, in-game adjustments on the run. So you really get a good feel, whether it's, I wouldn't really say first quarter, it's probably the first 2 or 3 series. You might get lucky enough to play one series in the first quarter. Well, you need a couple more to be able to figure it out. But, it's going to take a couple series to see where they're putting guys, what they're going to do in third down situations, quarterback run game, how are they going to attack us. So being able to see that first couple series and adjust to it.
Teams that can adjust on the fly typically have veteran players. You seem to have that at safety. Other areas, not as much. Do you feel pretty comfortable then with your ability to sit down with them, draw some up on the board, and go, okay, go do this, and they'll be fine with it?
Yeah. That helps with experience, but it's also the guys, even if they're not in, it's their engagement on the sidelines. Those guys are one snap away, so they got to be paying attention. Whether we're off the field and we're going over stuff, or even during the series, is letting those guys know what's going on, so they can call it out and they get their opportunity. So but having the experience back and making those in-game adjustments, I think for a whole defense, we're pretty good at that, and I think that'll be one of the keys to the game.